Welcome back to the Wiki Wacky Radio Show. I'm your host, Reid.
And I'm Frank.
Today, we got a fun game. We're going to be playing Real Band or Fake Band.
Ooh.
And by we, I mean Frank versus Neil. He's
me.
back again. Say hello, Neil.
Hey guys, how are you?
All right, and as we mentioned previously when Neil was here, he's a big music guy. He collects his bird songs on vinyl.
Oh, I remember that.
Yep.
I'd never heard of that before.
But yeah, I thought it would be fun to play a game of real band or fake band. And these guys, I'm going to be giving them a band name, and they got to guess whether it's real band or fake band. But it's more interesting than just that. There are points, and somebody can be a winner.
Oh.
Can you drink somehow too?
You can drink if you get it right or if you get it wrong.
So I can just drink?
Pretty much.
That's the answer I want him to hear.
Right? And it's going to be each band is worth 2 points. However, after I give you the band name, you can risk a point to hear the info I have about the band. So, like...
To see like how silly it sounds?
Or if it helps change your mind.
Gotcha.
But if you lock in your answer before the info, you can't change it.
Gotcha.
And there are 20 bands.
20.
20 bands, yep. And each one is, I guess, 2 points. Unless you wager one of your points, then you can end up with only 1 point. Or no points if you don't get it right at all. And you want to know what you're playing for?
A t-shirt.
Nope.
What are we playing for?
You're playing for either $1 or whatever's in the mystery box.
I was going to say $1 or a mystery gift.
What,
That's right.
What mystery box?
Oh, they're mystery
That's a
boxes.
mystery.
That's a... Well, you gotta go with the mystery box, don't you?
Well, the cool thing is about the mystery boxes, there's one for each of you. So your mystery
But what
box...
if I want Neil's mystery box?
I suppose we could do that. But each mystery box is tailored to the winner.
Like someone comes and takes my measurements?
Exactly. And then he puts it in the box. Oh, say hello real quick.
Hello real
Okay.
quick.
I accidentally hit a button. So, are you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. First band is the Trumpets, spelled the and then TRUMP-ITS.
Trump it.
Yes. Real band or fake band?
Fake band.
Yeah, that's my gut instinct too. Fake band.
Fake band. You both say fake band. All right. Are you sure? Anybody want to wager their point?
No.
What the hell?
Coy's going to wager his point.
I'll wager a point.
Okay. All right. So, that means, Neil, if you're not wagering your point, you can't change your answer.
No wagering.
All right. Your answer is locked in. Neil says fake band. We're going to find out about the Trumpets. A fake... Darn it. I tried to verbatim read my notes. Well, I guess I gave that one away. It is a fake band.
See, that's what
point
I
for
wanted to
me.
flesh out. I wanted to see how this whole thing was going to go.
Goodness gracious.
So I lost a point for you to give away that it's a fake band.
No, you didn't
Alright.
lose your point on that one. Well, I'm still going to tell you about the little info I had here. A satirical ska band from Sacramento. Their first single released in 2005 was called You're Fired.
I'm not fired.
But yes, that was a fake band. I unfortunately gave it away.
Well, I took 2 drinks.
I'll take a drink since I flubbed it.
You biffed it.
I biffed it. All right. Next, the Pigeon Detectives. Real band, fake band.
Oh, that's got to be fake. Pigeon
Detectives?
Detectives.
Yeah, the Pigeon Detectives.
Are the pigeons detectives?
Or there's detectives.
I just got the pigeon detectives.
Well,
I bet there's more in your notes.
I'm quite a fan of another pigeon band called Pigeons Playing Ping Pong, and if there was also another band with the name Pigeon, I feel like it would have been discussed already. So I want to say fake band.
Yeah, that was my gut instinct too.
Okay, you both go with fake band. Anybody want to wager a point?
No.
You're not gonna get me again on
Locked
that.
All right, you're both locked in with fake band, and the real answer is they're real.
Huh.
No, you're pulling my leg.
No,
What?
the Pigeon Detectives is an English indie rock band formed in 2004.
So they're like people who detect pigeons, or they're like pigeons who detect crimes, or what? I don't understand.
If I had to guess, they are pigeons who are detectives.
That's pretty radical.
Well, you both got that one wrong for no points.
Damn.
Who's gonna keep score?
I'm keeping score right now.
Because Neil's ahead by 1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, because I told you I wouldn't make you lose your wager.
It just is what it is.
Okay. So he's ahead by 1.
Yep.
Okay. I'm tabulating. Okay. Next. The Galaxy Lions.
I don't know. I have to think about that. Galaxy Lions.
Yeah, Galaxy Lions.
I don't like it. I think I'll say fake band and wager a point.
I'm gonna go with the real.
Real.
Do you know him? Oh.
Just a guess.
That would be cool, though.
Okay, well. You said you're going to wager?
Yep. Because I'm really not sure, but I don't like the name.
Well, the Galaxy Lions. A 90s alternative group. Started in 1991.
91?
Yep. That's all I got on them. Still sticking with your answer?
So they're real?
You're supposed to decide.
Oh.
That was just it.
I don't understand. Okay, I'll say fake band still.
Okay. I give you the info for the opportunity to change your answer.
Oh, so I lose a point no matter what.
Yeah, because you're basically getting a hint.
Then I'm going to
essentially.
say fake band.
Still saying fake.
Yeah, I'm still going to say fake.
And Neil, what was your answer?
I said real.
You say Galaxy Lions are real?
Yeah.
They're not real.
No.
I made them up.
So now we're tied. And I think I've figured it all out now.
You think you figured it all out. What do you think you figured out?
How it all works.
Oh, okay. Neil gets 0 and Frank gets 1. And he's not going to wager anymore. Frank.
Who said?
You said, Frank. Nah, just kidding. I'm saying it for you.
I did say that, though, so we'll see. I don't know.
Okay, next. AIDS Wolf. And that's all caps, AIDS. Real band, fake band.
AIDS wolf.
Yeah.
Sounds preposterous, but I just don't know.
I'll say fake.
I think I will too, but I just don't know. AIDS Wolf.
AIDS Wolf. Yep.
I'll say real. Why not?
So Neil says
Fake.
fake and Frank says real.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody want to wager a point? Or are you locked in?
I'm locked in.
Yeah, all or nothing, baby. Let's do it.
So you're wagering? Or you're locked
No.
in?
I'm all in.
You're all
The
in.
whole 2 points.
Well, AIDS Wolf is real.
All right. It's just so crazy. It has to be true.
A band formed in Montreal in 2003. They were known for playing modified consumer electronics and for being weird for the sake of being weird. AIDS
Right?
Wolf.
That's what it sounds like. A couple of guys got stoned and they're like, let's call it AIDS Wolf. People won't even believe that.
Okay, next one. Real band, fake band. Big Knockers.
Real.
Yeah, it's probably real.
Real.
He
Big
does a lot of
Knockers.
Big knockers.
Anybody want to wager their points?
No.
Nope. Everybody locked in saying real band?
Real band.
Frank says real band?
No.
No?
I think I'll wager.
Okay. All right.
Because Big Knockers sounds like something you'd come up with. So I'll wager the point on this one.
Okay. Well, the Big Knockers, a female disco duo from the 70s,
Uh-huh.
and their first single was called We're Not Go-Go Dancers.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say fake.
Still saying fake? It's
Well,
fake.
I thought I said real the first time. I don't know, but I'm going with fake now. That's for sure.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought you were saying fake the whole time.
Oh. Well, shit, so I lost a point again?
No, it was fake. Well, I mean, you did lose a point.
I
Yeah.
know. I don't like the wagering. I'm not wagering anymore. I'm getting lost in this shit already, and I thought I had it figured out. Oh, God.
So Neil 0, Frank 1.
Dang.
All right, next. 30 odd foot of grunts.
Say it again.
30 odd foot of grunts.
Oh, that sounds too weird. 30 odd foot of grunts.
Yep.
Oh, I don't like it. Fake.
I say real.
All right, Neil says real. Frank says fake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any wagers? Or are you
Nope.
locked in?
Not
Locked
for
in?
me. Locked in.
All right. Well, 30 odd foot of grunts was a band formed in 1992.
Nice.
Their first studio album was released in 1998 and also features Russell Crowe.
Huh. That's interesting.
So everybody, you guys are locked in. That's right. So they are real.
They're real.
Yep.
Wow.
It was a Russell Crowe's band. You know Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
I thought he was a detective.
I don't know.
The Crow Detective.
He's an actor.
I thought he played with the Crow Detectives, though, not the...
All right. So Neil, you said real?
Yeah.
All right. So you got 2 on that one, and
Yeah,
Frank
that's
got
the point.
0. Frank 0. All right. Next is Horshack Rorschach. And
I like that.
Horshack is spelled exactly how you think it would be.
I want to say real.
Horshack.
Yep.
Horshack Rorschach?
Yep.
You think it's real?
I like it.
Let's. You lock it in?
Yeah.
Both? Neil,
Yep.
you locked in?
Locked in.
All right. All right. Horshack Rorschach's an underground British punk band that started in 2002. Their first single was Wrong Way Train.
I knew it had to be a punk band.
Well, they're fake.
Oh.
Oh, shut the front door.
Yep. I made it up, as far as I'm aware. I mean, I didn't.
As far as I'm aware.
I did not verify that I legitimately made all these up, but you know.
I do think that the ordering Rorschach Horshack would be better, but otherwise, that sounds cool enough to be a real thing. I
Right.
like it.
So 0-0 on that one for both of you. Okay, next. Green Jelly. Real band, fake band.
Green Jelly.
Fake.
I went to a concert and saw Green Jelly live. Can you imagine that? That sounds pretty fake. I don't like. Yeah. Fake.
Are you locked in?
Yep.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Green Jelly, a comedy rock band, started in the 1981. The band had to change their name because they were sued by Kraft Foods because they were originally called Green Jello. And two notable members that were in this band were Maynard James Keenan and what's his name? The drummer, Dave. I didn't write his name down. Danny Carey.
Oh.
From Tool.
Yep.
So they're a real band.
Wow.
And you both got it wrong.
Dang.
I'm stumping you more than I thought I would.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be easier to tell. I thought you'd crack up more at your own
I
made-up band.
I kind of thought I would too, especially the Big Knockers one. But yeah, I'm stumping you for a couple of them. I'm surprised. All right, next, Abe's Assassin, real band, fake band.
Oh, I don't like that, but it's probably real. Are they also known as that actor guy, Wilkes Booth?
I do not have that info.
I think that'd be a cool band name too, Wilkes Booth.
So Frank's saying fake.
I'll go with real.
Neil says real.
Did I say fake? Because
I
I
don't
think
know.
it sounds cool.
You
Abe's
started-
Assassin?
Well, you said you didn't like it.
Abe's Assassin. I don't know. I might say real on that one too.
Two reels. Anybody want to wager? You locked in.
Locked in.
2 Reels is a long movie. Locked in.
All right, Abe's Assassin. A metal band originally started in the late 70s, but disbanded in the 1990s, then reformed in 2006. Their first hit single, what was it? Oh, their first hit single sharing the same name as their debut album was called John Stole My Thunder.
Oh, you made that shit up.
I totally did.
You bastard.
That's why I had no comment on your John Wilkes Booth thing, because I made a reference to John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah. How could you not? Abe's Assassin.
So you both got 0 on that one.
You know what? You're going to get the biggest 0 out of all of us. Now.
Am I?
Yeah.
How about Atomic Kitten? Real band, fake band.
Real.
Yeah, I'll go with real.
Although they should have said Kitty.
Atomic Kitty. Huh.
Yeah, I like that a lot better.
You're both locked in for real?
Yep.
Okay. Atomic Kitten, a girl group from Liverpool, England, formed in 1998. Hooligan was their biggest single, and they're real.
Woo. Nice.
Yep. And they still perform in some fashion today. All right. So 2 and 2 on that one. Okay, next is hold on, where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Next band, 5299, 5299, real band, fake band.
I'd say fake.
We are $52.99. What the hell does that mean? $52.99.
Mm-hmm.
We're less than $100. I don't like it. I'm gonna say fake.
It's more of 5,299.
Like a year or something.
That's a number.
Like in the year 2525. I'm still gonna say fake.
All right, you both locked in with fake.
Yeah.
Okay. A modern jazz band started in 2012 from New York.
So
And
they're
fake.
real?
No, they're fake.
Oh, they're fake. All right.
5299 is jazz spelled out on the telephone.
Oh, you cheating?
Uh,
Way to go for thinking outside the box, though. I think I'll drink to that.
I definitely tried to be pretty creative. Okay. Next. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. Next is I Killed the Prom Queen. Real band, fake band.
Real.
I'll say fake.
Okay, Frank says real. Neil says fake. Anybody want to wager?
Locked
No.
in.
I'm getting kind of like Stephen King, like Carrie vibes here, where they like dump pig's blood on that girl or whatever. So I kind of see this as plausible. I like it.
Neil, did you say you wanted to wager or are you sticking?
I'm locked in.
Huh?
Locked in.
I locked it. Okay. And you said fake?
Yes.
All right. Frank says real.
Yep.
All right. I Killed the Prom Queen, an Australian metal band formed in 2000. They went on hiatus from 2007 to 2011 and have made 3 studio albums, and they are a real band.
Nice.
All right. So Frank got 2, Neil got 0. Okay, 1 second while I write that down. 0. Okay. Next, Miss June's Peach Cobbler. Real band, fake band.
What is it? Miss June's what? Peach
Miss
cobbler?
Yeah, Miss June's Peach Cobbler. Real band, fake band.
I'll say fake band.
I think fake too.
Fake band. Locked in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both locked in. Okay. Miss June's Peach Cobbler is a Western Americana band started in 2009, originally from Miami. Their debut album was titled Not Our First Rodeo, and they are fake.
I thought you used that before, not our first rodeo. On somebody else's debut.
No,
Am I tripping?
no, there was Wrong Way Train. The girls, they're a real one though. I made up one for Abe's Assassins. Theirs was John Stole My Thunder.
Right.
No.
Oh well, maybe I'm just tripping.
And you both said fake?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Okay, next. Haircut 100. Real band, fake band.
Wow, sounds fake to me. Why can't it just be something straightforward? Like, you know, I was going to say this in the intro, but I just saw Bob Dylan in concert recently.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what's wrong with that? It's just the guy's name, Bob Dylan. What's there to play games with? You know what I mean? It's
That's not a
the,
game.
the magical unicorn
What?
band.
This is a game, so why would I use a name that there's no games to be played?
Well, some of them gotta be straightforward. If the audience are trying to play it along too, surely. Like Shirley Ellis, is that a band?
That's
She
a
was
lady.
a singer. I don't know.
I mean, this is how you play. I mean, you gotta pick obscure things.
Yeah, because you're trying to mind fuck us into thinking that real bands are fake bands and fake bands are real bands.
Yeah, real band, fake band. Haircut 100.
I'm saying fake.
Neil?
I'll go with real band.
Real band. Haircut 100. Neil says. Frank says fake. A 1980s Brit pop group. One of their early singles was titled Love Plus One. And they are real.
Wow.
0 for Frank on that one. All right. Next one. Z3L. Real band, fake band.
Z3L.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with real.
I'll say fake.
Fake. Okay. Frank says fake. Neil, you said real. Okay. Lock it in.
Yep.
Okay. Z3L is a electro pop band started in Switzerland, formed in 2003. They cite Daft Punk as one of their biggest influences, and they are fake.
Yeah, I was gonna say in Reid's mind.
Do you know where Z3L comes from?
No.
Z3L. It is something. What is it?
It's the next sequence in Y2K. After...
Oh my gosh, what a joke.
Hey, I'm pretty clever.
I know, but that one was kind of on the nose. I'm like, Z3L? What the hell is that?
Alright. Neil gets no points, Frank gets 2 points. Alright. Next. We were promised jetpacks. Real band, fake band.
Fake.
Fake.
You both locked in.
Yeah.
Okay. We were promised jetpacks. An indie rock band from Edinburgh, Scotland. The band's lead vocalist cites Scotland itself as one of their biggest influences, and he says, it's raining and miserable in Scotland, and there are a lot of angry people, and that's sort of what our music sounds like. And they are real.
There's no way.
Yes. Yep.
Well, I see why it's included here, because that sounds like you just made all that shit up.
Well, I'm not reading it back exactly how I have it written, but that's the gist of what the guy said. And you both said fake.
Yep.
Alright, next. Okay, next is the Downtown Whiskey Dicks. Real or fake?
It sounds real to me.
I like it.
Downtown Whiskey Dicks.
Yeah, I'm going to say yeah.
They're real?
Yeah, lock it in.
You're both locked into a
Oh,
real.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you what, if that ain't a band, it's about to be. I like it.
A late 80s country folk band from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And they are fake.
Well, we got to start that.
Totally made it up.
Downtown Whiskey Dicks. I like it. That's
I
awesome.
originally was just going to go with Whiskey Dicks and say that they're some kind of male tribute band to the Dixie Chicks.
Chicks, yeah.
But I didn't really like that much. So, but then I thought it was a Downtown Whiskey
Well, you know what?
Dicks.
I could tell right from the beginning that Whiskey Dicks was a play on Dixie Chicks,
Uh-huh.
but I just love it. I love that should be a real thing. So we need to make that happen.
Maybe I should be paid to just come up with band names. I don't know. I ought to go out and license and copyright all these names so somebody else steals them.
Yeah. Boy, that'd cost you a pretty penny, though, wouldn't
Probably.
it? It's an investment.
Yeah. All right. Next, we butter the bread with butter.
I don't like it.
It's
Probably real. I think it's probably real.
Neil says fake.
I'm
Frank
gonna say
says real.
real.
Any wagers?
Nope.
You're both locked in.
Yep.
All right. We butter the bread with butter. A German metalcore band formed in 2007. They are known for their heavy use of electronic music characteristics. And they are real.
Sure.
What did I
That's
say?
surprising.
You said real.
Nice. Good.
All right. Next, the Prison Yard Hustlers. Real or fake?
Real.
Yeah, I'm going to say real, too.
Real. Okay, you're both locked in with real?
Locked in.
Okay. They are a late 90s rap group formed in... Oh, what do I have here? Oh, they were formed while serving time in the Alabama State Prison. And they are fake.
Oh.
Made them up. Made up a bunch of fake rappers.
Rats.
And you both said they were real. Last one.
Last one.
Yep. You ready for it?
Yep. Fire away.
Killer Dwarves.
I like it.
Real band, fake band.
I say real.
Yeah, I'm gonna say real too because I like it a lot.
And you're both locked in?
Locked in.
Frank?
Yeah.
Alright. Killer Dwarves. A hard rock band from Montreal, Canada. Formed in the early 1980s. And one unique thing about them, each band member adopts the surname of Dwarf. And they are real.
Nice.
So 2 points for the both of you.
With a name like that, I mean, come on. Who'd you see last night? The Killer Dwarves.
Right?
I mean, wouldn't you want to say that at the water cooler at work? I would.
Right?
I'm gonna go see the Killer Dwarves this weekend. You just see somebody saying, "Who's that?"
Right? Well, and that concludes it. I'll have to take a moment to add up the points to see who actually won.
It was me.
I don't know.
Oh, we're gonna find out.
But I will say that, like I've already said, I stumped you more than I thought I would. And Neil, I don't know your score. I wasn't counting as I was going along, but you didn't quite get as many right as I thought you might.
No.
Because where this list came from,
Parade.com.
it did not come from Parade.com.
Well, shit.
Not a sponsor.
I got another one wrong.
There were actually, it's some called Board Panda, I believe was the name of the website, something like that. And it seems to be like a crowd-sourced list.
Huh.
And some of the names that were in this list of 107 names were popular names that you might recognize, such as Jimmy Eat World, Puddle of Mud, Hoobastank, bands with names like that. And here, I even picked out a couple other notable ones. Some of them will be particularly notable when I mention them, that were in that list, which made me think, Neil, that you might have fared slightly better. But one of the names that were in there that you know is the String Cheese Incident.
Oh, yeah.
The Chumbawambas were also there
Oh, yeah.
in that list. Cool, you might recognize this
The
one.
Chumbawamba's the greatest rock band ever.
Yeah. Cute is what we aim for.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were kind of big around our college years, high school years. Bowling for Soup was in that list.
Yeah, that was the first concert I ever went to, actually, was Bowling for Soup.
Nice,
It was free at the Charleston Sternwheel Regatta.
nice. Humphreys McGee was in that list.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Neil and I went and saw Humphreys McGee in Detroit back in January. It was a good show.
We'll be here in Columbus in February.
Oh, nice. I have to go see him again. And then Scary Kids Scaring Kids. I've heard of them before. They were in this list. So there were definitely, what you might call mainstream bands that showed up in this list. And, Neil, you being, wide variety of a music listener, I thought you've certainly heard of some strange band names before.
Yeah, so that's why it was hard to pick the real ones from the fake ones.
Yeah. I guess I did a pretty good job at making some of them sound pretty real, and I guess other people didn't do such a good job at making themselves sound real. But let me see if I can tabulate the score real quick. I don't know if you guys want to try to fill the air with some banter. Maybe you can talk about some concerts.
Yeah, speaking of concerts, the next one I'm going to will be on New Year's Eve night as a band called Dopapod.
Dopapod.
Yep, it's spelled Dopapod. And the name is palindrome, and a lot of their song titles are palindromes as well.
So that's a word where you can read it. It reads the same way forwards and backwards, right?
Yep.
That's really cool. Well, the only other things I really have in my notes about this is, like, when I was in high school, because it's interesting, wouldn't you guys say that your music tastes, like, change? Because I was thinking about who my favorite band is, right? And I feel like it's hard to just say one group or one band.
Yeah, it's hard to pick just one.
I mean, I feel like I've changed a lot. When I was in high school, my favorite band was Panic at the Disco. I was, like, obsessed with them. I had their posters on my wall and all that kinds of stuff. But now, I'm not sure I really feel that same way as I did when I was a kid about any group. But If I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be the Arctic Monkeys. Do you know them?
Yeah, they're good.
I like them. Would you say that you have a favorite group or band?
I guess one of the group that's been my favorite for a long remains one of my favorite throughout my years has been Led Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah, they're good. How about you, Reed? Do you have a favorite band?
Favorite band? I don't really know if I have a favorite. I kind of go through these phases where, like, a band's at the top of my, recently played and all. I don't know. I don't know if I can really name a favorite.
Well, how about like a first favorite? Like when you were younger, was there like a group that you just were like?
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I definitely remember them.
Yeah.
How about you, Neil? Like early on, was there a group that like, made the biggest impact on you, or you were obsessed with, you might say?
When I was in high school, I listened to a lot of metal, and always liked Korn when I was younger, and Lamb of God. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I thought it was really cool how good of a concert Bob Dylan can give at 82 years old.
Old.
Yeah. And I got to see him down in Huntington, West Virginia, where Reid and I went to college. I'm sure it was part of Marshall's Performing Artist series that they do, but I don't have confirmation on that. But it was in the historic Keith Albee Theater, and I'll say he gave a hell of a concert. I thought he might be kind of like hard to understand and not very articulate, kind of like seeing Gary Busey give a concert or something like that. But it was not like that at all. He was very easy to understand, very clear, very articulate, and he gave a hell of a show. I dare say he rocked the house.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right, we got the scores tabulated, and the final score is Neil has 14 and Frank got 20 points out of a maximum of 40. So it looked like Frank is the big winner.
Told ya.
All right, what do you choose for your prize? You want $1 or you want what's in your mystery box?
I want the mystery box.
Okay, let me go get the mystery box. Hold on. It's behind me.
I hope it's a $10 bill.
It could be anything, even $1.
Now do something. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's heavy. It is bullshit.
What is it?
It's a can of cut green beans by a brand I've never heard of before.
All right. What a mystery surprise in the mystery box.
Can we rewind? Because I'm pretty sure I said $1.
No, you chose what was in the mystery box.
This is horse shit.
You never know what's in the mystery box. You should have just said $1.
That's what we feed the interns.
Hey, you're too close.
Oh, that's what we feed the interns, is those canned food items.
We got cans and cans and cans of green beans in our pantry. And I know you like green beans, or at least greens.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I grabbed it. Neil, do you want to know what was in your mystery box, even though you didn't win it?
Sure, what was it?
It was a can of Dr. Pepper.
Nice, I would have liked that, actually.
And that goes for about $1, depending on where you buy it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I guess the green beans probably do, too.
I see. I knew what I was doing. And like I said, each one was tailored to the winner.
I kind of feel like I just played a game in a communist country.
But, well, you know.
It's like Deal or No Deal, Russia version.
Well, I do have one last question, one last band.
All right.
Are you guys ready? Real band, fake band. Zona Hester.
Zona Hester?
That's got to be a real band.
They've been on the channel before.
Of course they have, so you know they're real. And you know what, listeners? Coming up right after this, we're going to have a special segment featuring the guys from Zona Hester. They're going to play us a little song, and we'll do a little interview. So be sure to stick around for it. But for now, we'll wrap up this segment. That was quite the fun game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed coming up with the different band names and hearing how well you guys did guessing whether they were real or not. I was like I've already mentioned, I was surprised at how well I stumped you.
I think it was neat to see how much work you'd put into it, because I think that's what the giveaway was you. And I think I could kind of tell, like, which ones of these would Reid make up and which ones wouldn't Reid make up.
Right. I mean, whenever I was trying to pick the real bands, I tried to avoid ones that would sound like I wouldn't have made them up, or some of them that might have sounded too made up. So I definitely tried to pick ones that also could have potentially been made up by me, even though they were real. So I think I did pretty good.
Yeah, you definitely stumped us on
not
some.
to toot my own horn very much, but it was a fun one.
Yes, it was. And Neil, thank you for being here and participating.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we enjoy you coming on our show and helping us out. Every now and then it's nice to have a third person involved instead of us two knuckleheads all the time.
Yeah, have some company. You know, the more the merrier, they
Right.
say. And it is Christmas time, almost, coming up.
A couple weeks.
Right, exactly. All right, well, once again, thank you, Neil, for coming on this show. So we hope to have you on again sometime soon.
I would love that. Thanks for having me.
Yep. And coming up now is Zona Hester. All right, listeners, as we promised, here is Zona Hester. Welcome, fellas.
What's going on, everybody?
How are you guys
Well,
doing?
Not too bad.
Just hanging out, man.
There's half of us here anyway. I'm Caleb and Josh hanging out.
Yep, I was just getting ready to say, for those who aren't familiar, to introduce yourself, but yep, you just did. And as I mentioned before this, listeners, that Josh and I are longtime friends, and I've certainly known Caleb for a while now, ever since those two have been in a band together.
Oh gosh,
It's been a hot minute.
I bet you've known Caleb for 10 years.
At least. So,
We're coming up on 20.
Yeah.
right? Yeah. We're gonna have to do something special.
We are.
Don't mind me now if you hear me coughing a little bit. I've been fighting a cold for about 4 weeks now.
He
So
has the ick.
Well, that's all right. I imagine that does not help when it comes to performing your shows.
No.
no, it doesn't. But I tell you, it's one of those things that if you can do it, I was just raised the way old show business style. If you can do it, you do it. It might not
Right.
be your best performance ever, but that the show doesn't stop. If
Right,
you can
exactly.
continue,
The show
we did have
must
to
go
cancel
on.
that's right.
We did have to cancel a studio session, but, that's probably for the best.
That's
Yeah.
a little different. It's a little different.
Right? That's pretty
Um,
cool. So one of the things that we're going to be doing here after we speak to you fellas, I believe we have an exclusive song that we're going to play for our listeners. Or at
Yes,
least one I've never heard anyway.
It's brand new. Actually, we just last week we just finished it up, and I think this is I don't even know if we've played it out yet. To be honest, this will be you guys get the exclusive.
Acoustic version, unplugged.
Yeah, the unplugged, the exclusive.
Right? Is it still kind of like a work in progress, or do you guys pretty much have it done?
It's done.
Oh, that's cool.
No, yeah, it's done. It's called Faster Than Angels Can Fly, or just Faster Than Angels. We're pretty proud of it, honestly. It's kind of cool. The title was actually given to us by the guy that works the road with us. We were heading back from a show, coming over the mountains, coming back from Virginia, and we were in the middle of a conversation, and he just kind of turned and looked at us and said, "Faster Than Angels Can Fly." And when we asked him what it was, he said, "I don't know." He said, "But it's a song title. Do with it what you want." And we took him up on that offer. So, yep, the song just kind of happened that way.
I ought to do that. Sometimes I feel like I get little one lines that pop in my head that I think, hey, I ought to tell the guys about that.
Hey man, anytime that you have lines or ideas or anything, please send them over.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Now,
pretty well. All the best songs have come from just one or two good lines.
right? Yeah, of course. Right? What kind of shows do you guys have coming up soon?
We are playing a local show tomorrow at a place called the Brickside.
I believe I've
Pretty
been
nice.
there.
Yeah, it's a nice place, good crowd.
Great food.
Oh yeah. And then next week we are in Covington, Virginia. And
Nice.
then after that we are off for Christmas.
That's good.
And then we have a New Year's Eve show near Garrett County, Maryland, just on the West Virginia side, at a place called Old Trails Inn.
Old Trails Inn. Nice. Uh, do you guys have any shows coming up in Charleston? We have a few family
Yeah,
listeners that live in Charleston.
we do have a show in Charleston, but it's a bit far off still. We'll be there in February on the 3rd at a place called The Zone.
The
Gives them plenty
Zone.
of time to mark their calendars.
Exactly. February 3rd at The Zone in Charleston. And if you're listening to this, you know who you are. You better go check them out.
Please come out. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, and come up to us, talk to us. We don't bite much. Just let us tell them that Reid sent you.
Exactly. That'd be good. I'd love to know that people are listening to this and actually taking us up on the call to action.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm trying to think of what else I can ask you here. Well, Frank, do you got any questions?
Well, I was just going to ask basically the same thing. Like, if you guys took any time off through the holidays, or, if you continued to play, or how active you were through the holidays, or, hopefully you guys get plenty of time with your families and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely want to make time for the family. A couple of us have kids, and everybody has family out of town, in town, lots of traveling, and family is definitely important. So we make sure that we have time for that. Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of the above.
We were in a band, a different band a few years ago, and we spent a lot of time. Like at that point, we spent a lot of time on the road. We just booked as much as we possibly could, and we learned real fast that if you don't take time to smell the roses and enjoy it, and take a little breather for yourself every now and then, you get burnt out, and it's just not worth it. You want to enjoy what you're doing, so take time to spend with your families and people you care about, and just enjoy yourself.
Right? Yeah, sometimes working too hard can be a bad thing. Even though, everybody's always taught to work hard, it's always good to take a little break every now and then.
Yep.
A healthy balance is definitely key.
That's pretty much it. Healthy balance. Now,
Yep.
go ahead.
Oh no, you go right ahead.
I was just gonna say, you mentioned you had to cancel some studio time. Does that mean you guys are planning on like an album or EP sometime in the future?
Yeah, we're working up a single right now, and then we have potentially an album coming. We haven't really decided 100% yet, but
we've got some songs we're really proud of, and some that have kind of been begging to be released for a while, and we just, and honestly, right now we've been writing so much that it's almost coming out faster than we can keep up with it. So we've got a lot of stuff on the back burner that we're contemplating. What we want to, when we want to put it out, and how we want to go about doing it. There's a lot of. It feels like there's a lot of pressure, even though I guess there's really not any at all, except from ourselves. But
yeah.
Your first album and your first single, it's you really put a lot into it. You want to make sure that, because first impressions matter. So
of course, yeah, and you want to make it special. You gotta take the time to make sure it's the right pick to sort of kind of set the stage for what the listeners can expect and make them hopefully want more.
Absolutely. Well, you got to set expectations just the right way.
Yeah.
And rushing through it is definitely not helpful to the project.
No, I imagine not. It could probably cause, messy work, messy writing, all that.
Yeah, you run through it and you try to get it out so quickly, and then you sit back and listen to it. And you're like, oh man, I don't like that. We shouldn't have done it this way. We should have
Mm-hmm.
took more time. And I wish I would have noticed this when we were listening to it in the
Right.
studio. And I wish I would have done things differently here. And ultimately, you're just unhappy with the product, and then you know you don't like it. You don't want to promote it. You don't want to sell it. You're like, you just need to throw it away.
And there's a difficult balance too, because at some point, like anything else that you've worked on for a long time, you do have to finally decide to go hands off with it and say, okay,
Right.
this is as good as I can get it within an acceptable amount of time
Right.
and ship it out. But you have to have that balance. Again, life is about balance, and you have to find that balance for even recording. You have to
Right.
make sure that it's good, and that, like Josh said, you have to make sure that you don't miss anything. At the same time, you always feel like you can improve it. So
Right.
when you get it really good and really solid, then you have to just kind of let it be what it's going to be and send it out in the world.
Right. Exactly. It's kind of like that old adage. What is it? Perfection is the enemy of good, or something like that. However it goes. Frank, you're
Um,
literary. You know what I'm trying to say?
No,
Oh.
I'm not familiar with that, but I sort of understand. I mean, because it's like you feel like you want to churn out material, but you have to have standards as to what you're putting out and what you want to associate your name with and everything. So
Absolutely,
it makes sense.
Right.
absolutely.
And I can say, being a friend of the band, I've heard some of the stuff you're working on, and I definitely can't wait for it to come out to the public so everybody else can hear it too, because it's really good stuff.
We really appreciate that. Yeah, we're really excited. We've been working hard, like I said, and at this point, we've got a couple things kind of laid down, but we really have had a bunch of new stuff, hit us recently that I would really like to include. I think Josh is in the same boat there, and I'm sure the rest of the guys would also like to include a lot of the new stuff we've been pumping out. And we still have time.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We still have time for that. Once I'm all healed up vocally, we're gonna go in there and try to really push some of this stuff out and make some time. You got to play shows to earn your keep, but at the
Right.
same time, you got to make time to go down and get all the recordings in and get everything else, so you have something to promote.
Right. Exactly.
Again, all about that balance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I guess speaking of promote, where can the listeners come and find your stuff or follow you at?
Well, when we have the single and stuff ready and released, we'll let you know about that. But as for now, you can go to zonahester.com, and that will link you to all of our upcoming events and shows and our social media sites like Facebook and Instagram. And you can catch live performances on there. We have a small video series that we did over the summer called On the Ranch, just some unplugged acoustic things that we did together around where we do all of our work,
Mm-hmm.
our rehearsals and stuff. So
Right. And then,
Mostly covers for right now. Just that's mostly what you're going to find if you're
sure.
looking for. But I think the reason that we've done that is because when we finally release originals, we want it to have the full impact. We want to make sure that everybody gets the full experience.
Right. Yeah, that'll be good.
Well, and I think there's a lot of people who have gone that route too, because you can still show your range and your ability, by doing covers. I mean, it's not just like karaoke or anything. It's
absolutely.
Absolutely.
One thing about covers is you don't have to play it like the album. You can make it your own and make it really,
yeah,
different or really,
absolutely.
And yeah,
really
some
cool.
those are some of the best covers of when people put their own twist on it instead of just basically doing the same song but in a different genre.
We've always maintained, at least since the formation of Zona Hester, we've maintained that
More
we
info
want to do
button.
covers, even when we have our own material, and we're really playing focused on that. We really enjoy the covers we do. I think the important thing that we all agree on is, while we have to make it our own to make it feel right while we're playing it, we also want to capture the original energy. You
Right.
want to capture the original emotion behind the song, but do it your way.
Right. Yeah.
But it can't lose its original meaning. Otherwise, it just feels kind of like you're, I don't know, playing around the point.
Right. Yeah. I kind of get what you're saying. It makes sense to me. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed some of your covers. Last show I saw of your guys's back in Rollsburg, you did a new cover that I haven't heard you do before. It was Fleetwood Mac's.
Um,
Which one? Dream?
Dreams.
Yes. And it was pretty good. I think it was your closer, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
it's a really fun rendition that we've come up with, and we really enjoy playing that. It's really not like the original, but
No,
it's really powerful feeling, and I
I
think
like it.
to the point.
Yeah, I
It's
definitely
a lot
like
of
it.
fun to do. It's a lot of fun to do, and it's a lot of fun to see people's reaction to that song because they're so used to they're not expecting, us as the band that we are to kind of pull that one out, and they're not expecting, Stevie Nicks has such a powerful voice, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very powerful, but it's also feminine and light at the same
Right.
time. And
Yeah.
I don't have a light or feminine voice when I sing. It's very almost raspy at times, and
female.
um but so I think that when we start that,
More
it's
info
really
button.
fun to see the recognition in people's faces, but it's like a familiar stranger
Speech off.
almost when you play it. It's really fun to see.
Ooh, that's an interesting way to put that. And I could see how it could be like a crowd pleaser, because they recognize the song instantly, but then it's also kind of like a nod maybe to some of your influences, would you say? I mean, as far as some of those covers that you guys do?
Oh, absolutely. Well, we for the most part, we only play songs that we like. So now, when you have four musicians with distinct influences all to their own, you don't always agree, but we have the respect for each other's backgrounds and
Sure.
tastes that so long as it's typically about two of us, so long as two of us can agree that, to do a song, then the other two are typically fine to jump on board and say, okay, I can get behind that. And because we all just nod to each other. Some songs aren't for me, or some songs are just, and even downright to one individual. Sometimes, you play that song for them, and it gives you some variety to play. But at the same time, it does come from an honest place. It comes from generally a loving place. It is the best way. You said it already. A true nod to what influenced you, what got you there.
Sure.
I think I kind of observe how the differences of influences appear in your covers. Because another some of my favorites are when you guys do the AC/DC covers with Eric singing. And
Oh yeah.
because he does a really good job at doing the AC/DC covers, and I don't know if those are his picks or one of you others pick it and just have him sing it, but I think at least when he does those, it's some of my favorites.
Well, Caleb and Eric are both die-hard AC/DC fans, and they have been for a long, long time. And doing the AC/DC songs, Eric really shines on,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a nod to AC/DC for Caleb and Eric.
Yeah.
I love AC/DC too, but those guys take it to the next level. I mean, they
Right.
really, really enjoy a lot, almost all of their material.
As teenagers, it was almost an unhealthy obsession. I mean, it was we.
Eric got an AC/DC tattoo.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow.
But Eric's a natural born rock and roller.
Right. Yeah.
He does great on the country stuff, and he really feels a lot of that. But in his heart, man, Eric's a '70s rock and roller through and through, and he
Right.
He's got the hair for it, too.
and he just shines with that stuff.
Yeah,
He
and
can really
he
embody
like
that. presence.
wails it good on those AC/DC songs. I think.
Oh yeah.
He's got the right
Oh,
voice
yeah.
for him.
Well, he's got the right voice, and he brings the perfect energy. As
Right.
well.
Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah, I definitely enjoy when you guys pull out the rock and roll songs with him on the vocals.
It's a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to turn him loose and see people's reaction. I sing a lot of the show now. The guys, Josh and Eric, both they sing harmonies the entire show. But
Right. Yep.
I sing the melody and the lead vocals for most of the show, so it's real fun for me to get to sit back and really turn Eric loose and watch. Again, a lot of what I love about playing live is the reaction that you get from people. And when we turn Eric loose when they're not ready for it, and he just hits with those like punchy rock songs, you almost, the people that were ready to tune you out sometimes in the back, you'll see them perk up and their eyes come alive, and now they're ready to go, and you've just brought them into the show too.
Right.
And that's really, really great. It's one thing that I love to do, and he's really good at that. A surprise 1-2 punch.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely good. I enjoy it, and it's quite the variety. Like you guys talked about, having the different influences help shape some of the covers that you do, and I think it definitely shows in the choices that you guys make.
It affects our songwriting too. It's interesting. You can tell when one or two of us have written a song as opposed to when like the whole band has come together to write a song, because the different influences really shine through more.
Right.
It's interesting. It's definitely, it's fun to kind of sit back and look at it from that perspective too.
Well, that sounds very cool. And I think we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up. So we hope you guys have a safe holiday and you're able to find that balance you spoke about, being able to, get your shows in and make time for the family and all that.
Well, we appreciate you guys having us on, and we'll keep doing what we do. You guys keep right on rolling, and thank you guys for having us.
We sure will. We thank you for coming on, and listeners, be sure to check out Zona Hester. I will have a link in the show notes and description for their website, and as they mentioned, that will take you to their socials and some other goodies. And we hope you enjoy this song that they recorded for us. And as always, if you enjoy this content, please subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, many more. And you can also find us on YouTube.
We thank Zona Hester for being here, and as always, listeners, we thank you for listening.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Flashing on the side of the road, heard the engine whine and smelled the smoke. He said she must have been leaning on the gas, 'cause she never even tried to stop. There was a devil burning up the inside of her veins, she had only just closed her eyes. Now everybody's racing for the wreckage of the steel, she can only see the light. Headed for the edge this time, faster than angels can fly. Well, she burned so bright, and now we're just watching her fade. Wish I could turn back the hands of the clock. You think to make it all stop, but it just keeps rolling while the second hand's ticking away. Some folks blame her daddy for the trouble that he caused. Others say she lost her mind. Does anybody care if the rumors are true, or has the whole damn world gone blind? So much hope and promise, yes, she could have had it all, but it's easier to hide like the hands of the clock. Anything to make it all stop, but it just